The craziest thing happened today in the stock market. This is something that has never happened before, and I'm going to be talking about it today. I think it is very important for us to talk about this because it is a potential opportunity where you can make a lot of money. At least that's what I'm planning on doing. So I'm going to explain exactly what happened today in the stock market that is creating a big opportunity if you have money to invest just by putting it in the right place. That's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. What's going on, subscribers? Welcome to another brand new video from the Flaming Profits YouTube channel, where we teach you how to become a more profitable investor in the stock market. That is what we dedicate ourselves to, so make sure you're subscribed, that way you do not miss out on any amazing financial videos that will make you money in the stock market as well as through different avenues. I have an e-commerce business as well, so if you're interested in this type of business topics and investing, make sure you subscribe, that way you do not miss out on any upcoming videos. Make sure you like this video before we get started, and I do want to share some special links for free opportunities to get free stocks. Like in Webull, they'll give you 2 free stocks as soon as you get started with a brokerage account for you to be able to trade stocks, and then Robinhood will give you a free stock as well. And then we have M1 Finance, an amazing brokerage that I love using. They'll give you $10 for you to get started with them. And then this Discover Secure credit card that I use every single day, there's a $50 sign-up bonus if you sign up using the link in the description. Alright, so what are we talking about today? It is regarding crude oil. As you see here, this is the crude oil future. It is currently at 50 cents per barrel of crude oil. That is insane. This has never happened before. And it actually was a lot lower earlier during the trading hours. I'm going to show you a graph, a 70-year history of crude oil pricing, and you'll be able to see why this is such a great opportunity for investors who have money and are ready to take on investing into crude oil. So I'm going to show you the graph in a bit where it shows you 70 years of crude oil prices, and you'll be able to see how ridiculously cheap crude oil is right now compared to all the other years, even back in 1990s, 1980s, 1970s. As you see here, the price that we have for crude oil right now is pretty much at 0.01, so 1 penny. It was actually negative during the trading hours, so that is insane compared to the normal prices of oil. This article talks about why oil prices fell below zero today. And the latest sign that the world economy is collapsing into a black hole, the price of oil dropped below zero for the first time ever Monday, with futures for U.S. crude delivered in May wrapping up at negative 37.63 per barrel. So that was the actual price today, negative $37.63 per barrel. That is insane. In practical terms, this means that anybody who is supposed to receive a shipment of American crude but doesn't want it will have to pay somebody else to take it. So they're literally paying people to take crude oil from them. So giving it away, but they have to pay you to take it. That is insane. How come? Because we are literally running out of places to put all of the extra oil we are not using, because people have stopped driving, flying, or living any semblance of normal life, while the country descends into a state of the stuff that's going on right now. That's causing us to not use oil, and the people who are using it way less, because we're not under normal economic circumstances because of what's going on. We are all quarantined. We're not allowed to go outside and basically drive cars everywhere on vacations or take flights. Any of that is not going on. This has caused a massive supply of oil that we do not know how to use, and it has caused prices to go down dramatically. The historic low price reflects uncertainty about what buyers would even do with a barrel of crude in the near term. Refineries, storage facilities, pipelines, and even ocean tankers have filled up rapidly since billions of people around the world began sheltering in place to slow the spread of the deadly virus that's going on. This is happening despite the deal Donald Trump helped broker between Russia and Saudi Arabia to cut production and stabilize prices. Good try, good effort, I guess. And you also have to keep this in mind. This is not just the United States. This is the entire world that is being affected by what's going on right now. Commodities are built on the simple fundamentals of supply and demand. The more supply that we have, the less the demand. But the more demand we have, the less the supply. And right now, we have a lot more supply than we do have demand. That is why you probably have noticed how gasoline is so cheap right now. But the funny thing is, it is really cheap, but people are not driving their cars as much. We are not traveling. We are not going on vacations. We're not going to work. We're not dropping off kids to schools, any of that. So that is not happening whatsoever. So people are naturally consuming less and less oil right now. And this is something unique that has never happened. Never before have we not been allowed to go out and basically do whatever a human will do. We're clearly prohibited from doing that, which is basically saying, like, don't consume oil whatsoever. And I've actually talked about this opportunity before in another previous video I did on how to get rich by investing in crude oil right now before it's too late. So this is definitely not the first time that I see this and observe how you can actually make a lot of money in crude oil. But now that you saw this massive decline on the crude oil future, I 100% believe that it is time to go all in on crude oil. And I'm going to explain how you can actually make money from this, which stocks or ETFs you can invest to profit once we go back to normal. Oil will be in huge demand, more than you've ever seen it before, and people will be paying crazy prices to get oil because of the high demand. So you can definitely make money from the price that it's in right now. So how can you do this? You can do it by investing in stocks that rely on oil, and the cheaper it is, the more they're going to be affected, but the more expensive oil becomes, the better it is for these companies. These are companies like the Chevron Corporation, trading at $85 per share. This has seen a massive decline recently, as you'll be able to see. Before there was a lot higher prices in the hundreds, but now it's in $83.57, especially because of the massive decline in oil price right now. But we should be able to see this price go up in value over time as crude oil becomes more expensive once we are back into normal circumstances. The second stock you can make money on is BP. You can also make money from this one, same kind of company that they make money from oil. This is like a renewable energy company. As you see there, this stock has been sold off recently. And then we have the third one, which is the Exxon Mobil Corporation, ticker symbol XOM. Exxon, a lot of people are familiar with the stock. Most of you get gasoline from Exxon, or at least have heard of it. Right now it's trading at $41 per share, but it was a lot more valuable before. But because of the prices of crude oil, it has been massively declining. And if you buy at the cheaper prices, there's a bigger chance that you can make money with Exxon. And then we'll talk about the next one as well. So yeah, great prices right now for all these stocks. I would definitely be adding some of them into your portfolio because there is a lot of money to be made from crude oil. And then we have this one, OXY. I'm personally investing into this stock. I have about 8 shares right now. I'm taking it slowly, but I know I want to build a huge position in oil because of this massive opportunity. As you see there, it's trading for $12 right now, and this is a stock that has gone up as high as $120. Can you believe that? From a stock that is $12 right now, can you imagine how much money you would make if it goes back to the normal prices it trades at? Even if it's just $50, can you imagine? You're basically quadrupling or quintupling your money I don't know how you say it, but something like that. You get what I mean. We have Royal Dutch Shell trading at $16.75, also seeing a massive decline recently because of the lower prices of crude oil. So there is a risk with trading stocks that rely on oil, and that is that any stock or any company can go bankrupt. So you do have other choices like investing in an ETF, like United States Oil Fund. This just basically tracks the crude oil prices, so it's very relatively easy to understand and use. However, with a company, you can make a lot more money with the stock. But it's up to you. But definitely, if you invest in USO, the ETF, you should see it go up as crude oil prices tend to go up over time. And then we have DTO. This is like if you want to short crude oil, it's an ETF as well. So anytime you see a massive decline on crude oil, this stock should go up in value. Like today, it went up 33% in one day because of the massive price decrease of crude oil. So those are the two ETFs that you can invest in, USO and then DTO. So you have those two options as ETFs. So either you invest in the companies or the ETFs. And just so that it's a little bit more simpler for you to use these stocks, I'm going to write them out here. So these are the stocks that relate to crude oil. These stocks will massively benefit from the prices that will increase in crude oil. So it's a great time to buy them right now when a lot of people are not investing into these stocks because crude oil is very cheap, so they're not going to make money right now. But if you start buying them right now when they're at insanely low prices, you're going to see your stock portfolio go up massively as we start going to a normal economy where people begin to consume oil normally. Normally we consume a lot of oil, and right now we're basically not consuming it at all. That is what's causing the surplus in oil. But if you invest in these stocks, you should make money from increasing crude oil prices, which they should increase as soon as we go back to normal. So these are OIS, OXY, CVX, BP, XOM, and then RYBAF. I think it's an F. I can't see it too well, but you should be able to see it clearly. And then we have the ETFs that you can also invest in, which is USO, and then DTO, the negative ETF. So these are the options that you can use to massively profit from insanely cheap crude oil prices. If I had to pick two stocks that I would choose to invest in to massively profit from crude oil, it will be OIS and OXY. But I will have to be careful in making sure that these companies do not go bankrupt. As long as crude oil doesn't get any lower, then this stock should be fine. But those are the two that I am personally investing in. As always, make sure that you do your own research before investing in anything. Do not invest in something that you do not understand. So take the time to learn and grow your knowledge into crude oil. That way you make a better investment decisions. Never invest in something that you do not understand yourself. Very important that you remember that always when investing. So there we go, subscribers. That is how you can massively profit from crude oil and why I am planning on investing heavily into crude oil with those two stocks that I mentioned. Check out all the stocks that I listed out. See which one is an attractive value from you. Which one do you think you can make money from? Let me know your opinion down below. What do you think about crude oil? Do you think this is a great investment opportunity, or will you stay away from crude oil? Let me know in the comment section down below. Make sure you subscribe and like this video. It really helps me out, and I would really appreciate that from you. I'll see all of you in the next video. Peace.